Welcome to Ping 24 Updates. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Tonight we turn to a story of shifting tides, a story that could redefine the future of maritime security in Asia. As darkness falls over the vast expanse of the ocean, a new chapter is quietly unfolding, one that holds the promise of hope and resilience for a nation long tested by adversity at sea. In the tense and often volatile waters of the West Philippine Sea, every maneuver is watched, every decision carries weight. Here, the stakes are high, and the world's eyes are fixed on the unfolding drama. Imagine the scene: a small, determined Philippine supply boat, dwarfed by the imposing presence of a massive foreign Coast Guard vessel, suddenly struck by a powerful jet of water. The crew braces themselves, caught in a confrontation that is as much about sovereignty as it is about survival. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. Such encounters have become an all-too-common sight, a daily reality for those who risk everything to defend their nation's claims and deliver vital supplies to remote outposts. But now, hope is on the horizon. A landmark defense deal with Japan has been signed, signaling a turning point that could change everything for the Philippine Navy and the region at large. Under this historic agreement, the Philippines is set to receive 6 retired Japanese warships, Abukuma-class destroyer escorts. These vessels, once the pride of the Japanese fleet, represent a dramatic upgrade for the Philippines' aging and often outmatched navy. This move is about more than just acquiring ships. It's a bold statement of resolve, a testament to the growing partnership between Japan and the Philippines, and a clear message to the world that these two nations are ready to stand together in the face of rising challenges. For decades, the Philippine Navy has relied on outdated vessels, many of which have seen better days. These aging ships have struggled to keep pace with the demands of modern maritime defense. Now, with this deal, the Philippines has a rare and urgent opportunity to rapidly modernize its fleet, strengthen its maritime defenses, and better protect its territorial waters. As Manila prepares to send teams of experts to Japan to inspect these warships, anticipation is building. Defense analysts, regional leaders, and ordinary citizens alike are watching closely, aware that the outcome could have far-reaching consequences. The successful transfer and deployment of these ships could reshape Southeast Asia's security landscape, shifting the balance of power and sending ripples across the region's contested waters. As the sun rises on this new era, the world waits to see if this historic partnership will truly set sail, ushering in a new dawn for naval defense and a brighter, more secure future for all. Japan's offer to the Philippines is both straightforward and deeply meaningful, a proposal that could reshape the region's naval balance. The Japanese government is considering transferring 6 Abukuma-class destroyer escorts, ships that have served with distinction but are now nearing retirement, to the Philippine Navy. Instead of sending these capable vessels to the scrapyard, Japan is offering them a second life, where they could play a vital role in Southeast Asian maritime security. This gesture is more than just a practical solution for aging ships. It's a powerful symbol of Japan's commitment to its regional partners. By extending this offer, Japan is reaching out to the Philippines, a key ally, at a time when maritime tensions are rising in the Indo-Pacific. The move is not merely diplomatic, it's a calculated step to strengthen regional security and reinforce the growing alliance between Tokyo and Manila. As both nations face shared challenges in the West Philippine Sea, this transfer could mark a new era of defense cooperation. For the Philippines, acquiring 6 modern warships in a single deal would be a game-changer. Building or buying such a fleet independently could take decades and require massive investment. With Japan's help, the Philippine Navy could rapidly expand its capabilities, enhancing its presence in contested waters and improving its ability to respond to maritime threats. Negotiations are still underway, with both sides working through details such as cost, training, and long-term support. The very fact that Japan is willing to consider this transfer marks a significant shift in its post-war defense policy, reflecting a new openness to supporting allies beyond its borders. By offering these warships, Japan is sending a clear message: it is ready to help its friends build credible modern defenses. This move could set a precedent for future security cooperation in the region. For the Philippines, the arrival of these ships would be a crucial step in modernizing its navy, which has long struggled with outdated equipment. The new vessels would help protect the country's vast and vulnerable coastline, ensuring safer seas for both military and civilian vessels. With these ships, the Philippine Navy could increase patrols, safeguard local fishermen from harassment, and more effectively assert the nation's sovereign rights in the resource-rich West Philippine Sea, where tensions with other claimants remain high. Philippine defense officials have expressed optimism about the deal, recognizing its potential to transform their naval capabilities. However, they also acknowledge that the real challenge will come after the agreement is signed. The next phase will involve integrating these advanced ships into the fleet, training crews, and ensuring long-term sustainability. Only then will this historic proposal become a lasting reality for both nations. What makes the Abukuma-class ships so valuable? Built in the late 1980s and early 1990s, these destroyer escorts are proven, reliable, and well-maintained. Each is over 100 meters long, displacing 2,000 tons, and designed for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. Armed with rapid-fire guns, anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, and advanced sonar, they offer a leap in capability for the Philippine Navy. Their Phalanx CIWS provides a last line of defense against missiles and aircraft. For a Navy with limited underwater threat detection, these ships are a game-changer. The challenge will be integrating and maintaining them, but the potential payoff is huge. 6 Abukuma-class destroyers would transform the Philippine Navy overnight. More ships mean more patrols, faster responses to incursions, and a stronger presence in contested waters. Their anti-submarine capabilities fill a critical gap, letting the Philippines counter growing underwater threats. These ships also enhance cooperation with allies like the US, Japan, and Australia, making joint exercises more effective. A modernized fleet sends a clear message: the Philippines is ready to defend its waters and its people. The ships will protect fishermen, support research, and enforce environmental laws. Ultimately, they're not just war machines, they're instruments of sovereignty. With these vessels, the Philippines can better safeguard its resources in future. The stakes have never been higher. Before any deal is sealed, the Philippines is sending a team of naval experts to Japan. Their mission, a thorough, hands-on inspection of each Abukuma-class ship. They'll scrutinize hulls, engines, and systems, checking for wear and estimating remaining service life. The team will test radars, sonars, and weapons to ensure everything works, or to identify what needs fixing. This isn't just a formality, it's a critical step to avoid costly surprises. Their findings will shape the final decision, weighing the ship's condition against the investment required. Only if the ships pass muster will the deal move forward. The inspection ensures the Navy gets assets, not liabilities. It's a test of due diligence and national interest. Acquiring warships is just the beginning. It's a bold step that signals a nation's intent to protect its maritime interests and project power at sea. But the journey doesn't end with the arrival of these impressive vessels. The real challenge is sustaining them over the years, ensuring they remain operational, reliable, and ready for any mission that may arise. Older ships, in particular, come with their own set of hurdles. They often require more frequent maintenance, and sourcing specialized parts can be both expensive and time-consuming. Sometimes, these parts are no longer in production, forcing navies to get creative or pay a premium for custom solutions. Upgrades are not just optional, they're essential. Modern threats evolve rapidly, so navies must invest in new radar, sonar, and communication systems to keep pace. These upgrades also ensure that ships can operate seamlessly alongside allies, sharing information, and coordinating in real time. Crew training is another hidden cost that can't be overlooked. Mastering unfamiliar Japanese systems requires extensive education, hands-on practice, and sometimes even language training, all of which demand significant time and resources. The Philippine Navy must carefully weigh these long-term expenses, maintenance, upgrades, and training against the strategic advantages these ships provide. It's a complex balancing act that requires foresight and discipline. A thorough cost-benefit analysis is crucial at every stage, from acquisition to deployment and beyond. The ultimate goal is to gain a powerful, reliable asset that enhances national security, not a financial burden that drains resources or sits idle in disrepair. Success depends on planning for repairs, upgrades, and ongoing training from day one, building a sustainable support system that keeps the fleet mission ready. With the right investment and strategic planning, these ships can become a true force multiplier, amplifying the Navy's capabilities and presence. But without proper support, they risk becoming dockside relics, expensive reminders of missed opportunities and poor planning. In the end, sustainability is the key to true naval strength, ensuring that every ship remains a vital part of the nation's defense for years to come. This deal is about more than ships. It's about Japan's evolving role in Asia. After decades of pacifism, Japan is stepping up, helping partners like the Philippines build credible defenses. The transfer tests Japan's new policies on military exports and sets a precedent for future regional cooperation. It deepens the Tokyo-Manila alliance, showing Japan's commitment goes beyond words. By strengthening the Philippines, Japan also secures its own sea lanes and regional interests. This move is part of a broader push for a rules-based order in Asia. It signals that aggression will be met with collective resolve. Japan's pivot is about partnership, not provocation. Defense experts see both promise and peril in this deal. The upside, a rapid fleet expansion and a stronger maritime presence for the Philippines. The risk, underestimating the cost and complexity of maintaining older ships. Without a solid logistics plan, these vessels could end up sidelined. Upgrades are essential, especially for communications and combat systems, to ensure the ships work with allies. Smart investment is key. Focus on what delivers the most capability for the cost. Experts urge caution, but remain optimistic if the Philippines goes in with eyes wide open. The inspection is the first step. Honest assessment will determine success. If managed well, these ships could be a game changer. If not, they risk becoming costly liabilities. This warship transfer could ripple across the Indo-Pacific. A stronger Philippine Navy shifts the security balance in the West Philippine Sea and inspires others to modernize. It could spark new defense partnerships and a more interconnected regional security network. For the Philippines, these ships symbolize a commitment to sovereignty and resilience. The deal cements the Manila-Tokyo alliance and sets a model for future cooperation. Ultimately, this is about more than 6 ships. It's about partnership, resolve, and shaping the future of a critical region. If successful, it will be a milestone for both nations and for regional stability. In uncertain times, strength is built through unity and shared purpose.